What is up, people? This is the Oracle. We are back online for a new draft. This week, and I think next week, this is the Legacy Cube that's going to be available, which is sweet. I mean, a little bit less fun and powerful than Vintage Cube, but still quite nice. This pack is, at least to me, extremely unexciting. Like, there's really not much I want to pick. There's nothing really funny or strong. Even the the mana fixing, the dual lands are not so good. Yeah, it's pretty unexciting. Face Feathers is a good removal. Thran is tough to deal with, but I wonder if Garruk is not better if we want to go mono green or green in any green deck. That pack is just quite bad. I feel like the best pick is almost Reef Bolt and try to go mono red burn. I don't know. I don't often go mono red because it's not the funniest deck to play, but it's cool from time to time. And I feel like this pack is like really kind of weak and unpleasant, at least to me. There's nothing that really fits my taste. I'm gonna go with Reef Bolt and maybe try to play Burn. I know it's not the most funny deck ever, but it's strong, and again, the pack was super weak. Now it's interesting because there's Upheaval, which is it's weaker than in Vintage Cube because you have less acceleration, and unless you're green, you cannot really use that because other colors don't have enough mana. But if you get there in a sweet blue-green deck, that's pretty strong. So I don't know. For the mono red burn deck, I'm pretty sure Chandra Torch of Defiance is better than the Regent. Char is good too. If I would like to go mono red, I would probably pick Chandra and then hope to will Char. And I think otherwise the other option is just pick Upheaval and maybe abandon reds and try to build a good Upheaval deck. I don't know. It's close. Upheaval is weaker in this cube again than in other cubes. At least, yeah. I'm still gonna try it out. Upheaval is a very powerful card. Alright. So again, as I said, picking Upheaval pretty means we are blue-green. Like, I really doubt you can have a good Upheaval deck unless you get all pieces of Artifact Acceleration, and there aren't that many in this cube. There's like probably Coalition Relic, maybe the Lantern, the 3-mana Lantern that makes all your land produce any color, and I think that might be it. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know the exact list, but there's probably not much else. So yeah, again, you pretty much have to be blue-green. So I think with that in mind, we can pick Garruk probably, as I think it's slightly better than Tamio and works much better with Upheaval because of the ramping effect. I don't mind that. I mean, I feel like Garruk is among the best cards in this pack, so that's fine. Okay, probably picking Search for Tomorrow here. Good little ram spell. All this pack seems really weak, but I'm pretty sure it's because I've played like, I don't know. I don't actually know, maybe 20 or 30, maybe even more Vintage Cube draft recently during the holidays. And now Legacy Cube draft feels just so weak. It's kind of funny. But, you know, these packs are fine. Either way, back to this pack, I don't think there's anything that competes with Search, given what we want to do. Hallowed Fontaine and Garden could be decent piece of fixing, but right now I don't have any reason to splash for green. I think we saw a Mirror's Wake in the last pack or the pack before, so if Wake wheels and I can get some fixing for white, that'd be sweet, because Wake is pretty nice with Upheaval, obviously. Explore is an option to ramp a little bit more. Willful Primus is good. It's especially good if we can get what's the name of that card? Natural Order. The 4-mana sack a green creature and get a green creature from your deck. It's one of the best target. Progenitus is also an option, but the good thing with the Primus is that you can sometimes just hardcast it, where it's not really the case with Progenitus. I don't know. Explorer is quite medium. I think I'm gonna go with Primus. If I get Natural Order, it's great. If I have enough ramp, it's also castable. And it's one of my favorite, big green card to play with. Okay, Sprawl is cool. And it's nice because it works quite well with Garruk. You can untap for more mana, which is sweet. And I don't think there's anything for us there. Yeah, we don't really want Future Sight or Regent, I don't think so. Ooh, Nisa. Well, I probably sounded a little bit more excited than I should have, since this doesn't really fit the theme of the deck. Well, it depends. Like, if we get enough elves, cheap elves, it's actually gonna be fine. But right now we don't have any creature. That being said, it's still a fine planeswalker, decent threat. I'm certainly gonna pick that. I mean, Careful Consideration is fine too, I guess. Kind of like Nisa though. Kind of wanna try her out, but I'm not sure how strong it would be in a deck like this. I'm pretty sure we are likely to get some more creatures though, because we want some elves and stuff like that. So we'll see. But she might be, not as good as she could be in a different deck. Don't think I will try to splash red for Xenagos. I mean, I could, but yeah, I'm not super thrilled about that. I think I'm gonna pick Windswept Heath in case I wheel the Mirari's Wake, or if I just get a Tropical Island or Breeding Pool, I can fetch with Windswept Heath, which is good. Turn is fine. I can main deck that, or leave it inside against control. It's pretty tough to deal with that thing I guess in most sets, but there's not many answers in this Legacy Cube draft. Like, there's Wrath of God, probably Toxic Deluge, Council's Judgment, and that's probably it. Like, as long as you have mana to regenerate, there's not a ton. Like, even Wrath Effect like Supreme Verdict will not be good enough because of regeneration. Probe is fine. I think better than Wake Trasher. There's not much else. Tamio Wield, not bad. It's not really it doesn't fit the theme of trying to ramp, but it's a good card to ramp into, so there is that. Kind of doubt I care about anything here. Pyroclasm could be annoying if I end up having a bunch of elves. Alright, that's not a bad start. Green seems open. We got a couple ramp spells. A Garruk, a Pivel. And potential piece of fixing if we get, again, Breeding Pool or Tropical Island. Yeah, that's just a decent start. And I'm not unhappy about not being red, because red did not seem open. I mean, not super open. Honestly, I did not really... I wasn't really attentive to how red was open after I picked the upheaval, but I don't think there was many great things. There's a Goblin Guide here, which is among the best cards for this deck, but yeah, I'm not even sure that red would have been better or much more open. That being said, we got a decent amount of good red cards pretty late, so who knows. Probably just gonna pick Nisa Worldbreaker, which is sweet, as she can ramp. If you have enough forest, it's really good as upheaval. It's also another planeswalker that works well with Utopia Sprawl potentially, so that's nice. Part of the Water Veil could be an option. Lumbering Folds be decent fixing, but I think this is just better. Arbor Elf is sweet. I think that's the third and last card in the cube that works well with the Sprawl. It's kind of cool that we got them all. There might be something else that I'm not thinking about right now, but yeah, that's kind of nice. Panharmonicon is a very sweet addition to the cube, I think. Probably tough to have a good Panharmonicon deck, but it's cool. It's cool that we can try at least. Alright, Kiora's Follower. Well, I lied. There's at least one other card that works well with the sprawl. That's funny. That's pretty funny. I might just pick that. Remand is fine, but I don't think we really want that. We kind of want to just tap out and drop our threat and not really leave mana available. I think Image is fine, but would be just worse than Follower. Avenger is fine. I think the pick is really between Garruk and Kura's Follower. And I'm actually quite sure that this will wheel. I doubt there's another green-blue Ram deck at the table, so I'm gonna pick Garruk and hopefully this just wheels. Okay, Devoted Druid is quite good. Kura might wheel, that'd be nice. Tracker could be an option, but I think this is just the strongest card. It's cool that we are, I think, quite likely to wheel both blue-green cards. Harmonize, Wood Elves, Pilgrim. Predator is more of a sideboard option, and it's probably wheeling too. Close. I have a couple of Planeswalkers, so I'm not that worried about card advantage. Could use some more ramp. Wood Elf is a sweet piece of ramp. Pilgrim is also nice. It's quite close. It's quite close. I kind of feel like I like Wood Elves more, especially if I get, the Breeding Pool or the Tropical Island. It's close though. I don't really know. Harmonize is also good. I'm gonna go with Wood Elves, but I'm not sure this is, the right pick. Opposition. Can we make opposition work? Right now we don't have a ton of creatures. Opposition is pretty sweet with Nissa, Voice of Zendikar. Decent with Garruk Relentless. I guess Wild Speaker doesn't produce a ton of creature. I'm gonna pick it because there's nothing else, and I think it could easily be busted in this deck if we get a couple more creatures. But right now I would not play it, I think. I'm not very far from being able to play it though. Nature's Lore, Solemn Simulacrum. Impulse is cool, but I think it's just a bit weaker than one of these two cards. I like Nature's Lore slightly more, but this works better with Opposition if we want to play Opposition. So I think I'm gonna go with the Simulacrum. Misty Rainforest is good. There's a Battleman though, which is kind of nice. Another good piece of RAM that plays nicely with Opposition. Kind of want to pick Rainforest though. It's such a good piece of fixing for us. I'm gonna go with Rainforest. I'm not sure if it's the right pick, but it's close. It's quite close. Lumbering Falls or Part the Water Veil. Close call. I kind of like both. When you're playing green, you often have a lot of 1 and 2 drops, so lands that enters the battlefield tapped can have a real cost, at least more than in other decks. So I don't know. I'm still gonna pick the fixing, but I don't know. It's quite close again. Don't think I will try to splash for black. I don't really see myself doing that. I'm not a huge fan of Stroke, even when I have a fair amount of mana. Manowar is decent though. Works pretty well with Opposition. If we don't main deck it, it's gonna be a good sideboard option, so it's fine. We will the Follower as expected, which is really nice. And I think we are gonna wheel Kura too. Nice. Deck is really, really shaping up well together. We have all the key cards like Opposition, Upheaval, some strong Planeswalker. The only thing we need now is more cheap ramp. Like, this is 18 playables, playable spells, I guess. Honestly, I just want to add some 1 and 2 drop creature that ramp. Llanowar Elves, anything like that be amazing. I don't think I need more Planeswalker, more card advantage, or more finishers. Natural Order be good, but other than that, I just want some cheap creatures to ramp fast. Regrowth is an option. I don't really think we have many reasons to main deck that, but who knows. Okay, Elvish Mystic is cool. Hopefully we can wheel Farseek, but I think this is I think in general this is better, and since we have opposition, it is clearly better. But I'd be happy to play both. Click and Jace are fine, but not. I think I like Click more because of opposition again, but I think Elvish Mystic is just a much better option in general. I don't even think it's really close or anything. Click is a strong card, but we are still mostly green, so it might not be that easy to cast, and yeah, we need to be able to accelerate pretty fast. Like the curve is not super high, but there's quite a high density around 4 and 3 and 5, so we just want to ramp as much as possible. I'm not thrilled about the Shaman of Forgotten Ways. It doesn't work with Upheaval really. I guess it can work. You can just use its mana, Upheaval, and then cast a creature afterwards, so there is that. But it's not really good. Like, we are not really we are not trying to ramp into creatures, we are trying to ramp into opposition, Planeswalker, and Upheaval. And unless I get the Natural Order, which might not even be in the cube anymore, I will probably not play Primus. So I don't think this is a good card for us, actually. Could use Song of the Dryads, though. I don't have any removal. Having one thing in your deck that can deal with stuff is nice. And there's just not much else. Spell Pierce and Kega be pretty medium, I think. Nothing thrilling here. We'll go with Silverheart. It's a fine creature, but again, I think my late game is just really good. I want some cheap ram spells now. Yeah. I have 2 or 3 more slots, and I want those to only to be ram spells. I don't need anything else. I don't need more ways to kill or to generate card advantage or to... Yeah, I just want ramp. And fixing. Getting something like, again, Tropical Island or Breeding Pool would be amazing. I'm pretty sure we are the only blue-green player at the table, so I'm kind of hoping that we will get one, but, you know, if Breeding Pool or Trop are just not open during the draft, there's not a ton we can do. Deranged Hermit is pretty busted with opposition. That being said, I think Glen Elendra Archmage is just better. That card is busted. It's one of the... I don't know. I think it's in my top 10 of the best card of the Legacy Cube. Probably top 3 blue cards. It's just really good. And it also works fine with opposition. It's a body, and it can protect the opposition, which is nice. Serum Visions would be fine. We might will the Hermit. This is not willing though, and this is again I think stronger, even though it provides less body. Interesting choice here. Mystic Snake is a good card. It works well with opposition, but there's Fertile Ground, which is nice. Also, this might wheel. We wheeled all the blue-green cards last pack. I don't know. Just want to make sure I can ramp. And again, this is another card like Utopia Sprawl that works well with Arbor Elf, Follower, Wild Speaker, and World Waker. So that's kind of nice, actually, even though it's not a creature. I think the Snake might wheel. And again, I really think we need this cheap ramp. Don't really like Yami of Elder that much. I don't think this is really what we are trying to do or what we want. It's a creature, but it's really medium here. I think I'm gonna go with Confluence. If I don't get better fixing, it's gonna do the trick. And this deck is pretty fast and pretty combo-y, if you will. So taking damage is not gonna matter a ton unless we are playing against some type of mono red deck. Bloom Tender is fine. It's a decent piece of fixing. Time Warp would be fine too, but again, we don't really need more power, more late game. We just want to ramp. And I think this was the last pack. Was it? No, this is the last pack. So we did not get any Breeding Pool or Trop. That's a shame. So I guess now we can pretty much assess that there's no point in picking Scalding Tarn. Nissa is decent. It's a creature, it gives you a land. Now, is Kira better? I think Kira is slightly better, but harder to cast, so I'm not sure. I'd like to have as few double blue spells as possible. My mana base is not going to be amazing. I think Nissa is slightly okay. Well, I'm pretty sure I clicked on Nissa, but probably too late. We did not get anything. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. I'm not sure that I will play Jace. I have too many playables, and this is not exactly something I need or want, I think. Spell Pierce I might try to main deck, though. Dreadbore is quite good against me. I have most of my threats are creature or planeswalkers. Yeah. The Snake Wield, which is nice. We have too many playables here, though. We did not wield what was it? I think it was Farseek that did not wheel. Would have been good. No point in playing Windswept Heath, I think, since it cannot fetch something. It's really a shame because with one Breeding Pool or Trop Island, the mana base would just be very good, and now it's kinda... It's not the worst, but it's pretty medium. It's pretty medium. I don't like Jace Architect of Thought that much in this deck. It's not bad, it's not very exciting. This is 25 spells. I might be able to play 16 land, but not 15. 15 is not gonna work. I mean, 15 I don't think it would be a right choice. I might just cut Probe. Probe is nothing special here. I think Spell Pierce might be better. Maybe I should also cut Spell Pierce. I don't know. Yeah, I think decent 16 land is reasonable. We have 4 1-mana Ram spell, 4 2-mana Ram spells, Wood Elves. We should have Nissa. The creature Nissa would have been good, but I think we should still be fine. Yeah, if I had been able to pick Nissa, I would have played her over Spell Pierce. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, most likely. That's gonna be the deck, though. We want more green than blue for the mana base, I'm pretty sure, but... More green than blue, yeah, that's what I said. But I still need enough blue to cast the opposition Upheaval and Tameo. So I don't know. That's probably one more green. This would be 12 green and 7 blue. And I'm not counting any mana that could be produced by one of my spell. That seems fine. That seems fine. And I want enough forest for, the 5 mana Nissa, World Waker, to be good. And again, I think 7 blue, plus Solemn, plus Search, plus the potential ability to untap a blue land should be decent. But yeah, replacing a forest by Breeding Pool or I know I've said that a lot, but it would make the deck not a lot better, but still quite a lot better. Replacing 2 forests by the fetch and the land, that would have been cool. Oh well, deck is still good, I think, solid, seems strong to me. I hope you guys enjoyed the draft. If it's the case, drop a like and feel free to subscribe if you want to see more content. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you for round 1.